Hello. We've seen some record-breaking March warmth across parts of eastern Spain and the Balearics as well through the course of the weekend, but things are now changing as low pressure is heading its way in from the Atlantic. You can see this cold front here that's introducing cooler conditions to Portugal, Spain, France, for instance, as well. It's bringing some really heavy rain as well for parts of France, increasingly turning to snow over the Alpine region. That low pressure system spreading further south through Italy into the Balkans and stretching up further north towards Scandinavia. In fact, we've got another area of low pressure for Turkey, bringing some very wet and blustery weather there. A little bit drier for the here and now for the likes of Greece and Croatia, but that area of low pressure will drift in across the region later in the week. So not as warm as it has been for Portugal and for Spain, and for the UK, a colder spell of weather on Tuesday. Wintry showers moving in here, as they will be across parts of Sweden, Norway and Finland as well. So there's that area of low pressure. You can see that long weather front. So more rain and more snow in the mix heading across the Balkans. So higher ground snow for Croatia, windy conditions there into southern parts of Italy as well. So for Paris, though, things are going to be turning increasingly mild through the remainder of the week, and then some heavy showers returning for Friday onwards. In Rome, it's looking largely dry, at least for the next few days. Things are going to be warming up in Vienna and showers clear from Athens by Friday. Bye-bye. Hello. We've seen severe ongoing flooding across parts of California through the course of the weekend, and there is more rain and mountain snow on the way. So we've got low pressure pushing across British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest, edging its way slowly southwards and eastwards as well. So we could see over the next few days up to about 6 to 8 feet of fresh snow falling for the Sierra Nevada, and at low levels around about 6 inches of rainfall. That's going to be combined with really strong winds around the coast of California. So flooding, I think, is going to be an ongoing problem there in the west. Meanwhile, towards the east, things are also looking unsettled with low pressure in charge. But let's start off across British Columbia. You can see all that heavy snowfall piling in with these brisk winds as well. Further south, it's mainly going to be falling as rain down at low levels, but certainly turning into snow as it bumps into the higher ground of the Sierra Nevada, for instance. So here's the outlook, and it's certainly going to be an unsettled one for the likes of San Francisco, Los Angeles as well. More heavy rain, and I'm afraid we may well see more flooding problems through the course of this week. Towards the east, low pressure also in charge. We've got a bit of a nor'easter setting up, so brisk onshore winds for New York state, and we could see some heavy snow for upstate New York. Massachusetts towards Maine, seeing heavy snow and brisk winds, and colder air piling in down towards Georgia, for instance, where there could be a frost. So some sleet and snow for New York and a drop in temperature in Miami. Bye-bye. Hello. We've seen some very high temperatures, some record-breaking March heat in places across parts of Uruguay, Argentina into Paraguay as well. This part of the continent still looking pretty warm over the next few days, perhaps not quite as hot as it has been. Further north, plenty of heavy downpours. There's been recent flooding across parts of Ecuador, Peru as well. Still some heavy downpours across this part of the world, but they will ease for a day or two before reinvigorating later in the week. The heaviest of the rain, I think, over the next couple of days will be through parts of Colombia, stretching through the Amazon basin in Brazil as well. So you can see the green colours indicating some torrential storms down towards the Rio de Janeiro state, Sao Paulo state, also seeing some heavy rain. Further south, Buenos Aires largely dry, 33 degrees. Down towards Patagonia, though, really unsettled with some wet and windy weather working through. So temperatures eventually dropping for Buenos Aires with the arrival of some heavy downpours from Wednesday onwards. Meanwhile, for Mexico then, we've got a cold front in the north and the tail end of that just drifting across the Gulf of Mexico. So that's going to be bringing some fairly heavy showers and some lower temperatures across central and southern parts of Mexico. Some of those showers eventually pushing in across Cuba, and by the middle of the week, they'll reach down towards Hispaniola as well. So all in all, the outlook across much of Central America and the Caribbean is an unsettled one. Showers in the forecast for Havana, Kingston, San Salvador and San Jose. Bye-bye. Hello. The remnants of Cyclone Freddy are still continuing to bring very heavy flooding rainfall across Mozambique and southern Malawi too. Could be about 400 to 500 millimetres of rain over the next couple of days. You can see the green colours here with that lingering slow-moving storm system. Now it is likely to eventually clear off once again into the Mozambique Channel, making a third landfall potentially across Madagascar later in the week. So we're keeping a close eye on that part of the world. Further north, also some heavy downpours for the likes of Burundi, Rwanda, up the Rift Valley towards Ethiopia too. Meanwhile, temperatures on the rise for the northwest of Africa, but cooling down for the likes of Egypt. And in Cape Town, warm and dry for the next couple of days, but you can see more cloud and some drizzly outbreaks of rain arriving by Thursday there. Dakar keeping the sunshine, temperatures in the high 20s. Hotting up for Khartoum over the next few days, but after hot and dry weather in Marrakesh, we'll see some showers rolling in by around Friday. And certainly looking unsettled across portions of the Middle East because we've got low pressure in the eastern Mediterranean. That's going to drift across the Levant, affecting Syria, northern Saudi Arabia through the course of Tuesday. Also a few showers ahead of that for central Saudi Arabia into Yemen as well. But as this storm system pushes its way gradually southwards and eastwards, it will bring some lifted dust and some heavy downpours. You can see the showers arriving in Riyadh and Kuwait over the next few days. Bye-bye. Hello. The temperature across much of Central Asia is well above average for the middle of March. We've got slightly cooler conditions as we work further south across parts of India and into Sri Lanka as well. 1 or 2 showers in the forecast cropping up through the course of the next couple of days. The weather will turn a bit more unsettled across India more widely later in the week. But for the here and now, then, this is where you can see the showers developing, mainly southern parts of Sri Lanka down towards the Maldives as well. There'll be just 1 or 2 rogue showers elsewhere across central and northern parts of India. But it's still looking quite warm for the likes of New Delhi, 33 degrees there. And this is where the temperatures are well above average, close to the Caspian Sea. So Turkmenistan towards Uzbekistan, for instance, as well. Still relatively cool up towards Astana at just 2 degrees, the top temperature there. Head further south, largely dry and settled across much of Pakistan. But there will be some heavy showers working in from around about Thursday onwards. A lot of dry weather and pretty warm weather down the west coast of India. Then we're back into the showers for the Maldives, into Sri Lanka as well. Could be 1 or 2 close to Nagpur, and some heavier showers developing in the far north up towards the likes of Assam and Meghalaya as well. So here's the outlook, and for Dakar it's turning increasingly unsettled through the second half of this week, so certainly the arrival of some heavy showers from around Wednesday onwards. Elsewhere also turning more showery for Nagpur and a drop in temperature for New Delhi. Bye for now. Hello. We've seen some record-breaking March warmth across parts of eastern China and Japan, and temperatures are going to still be a fair amount above average, in fact, over the next couple of days. So on the rise once again after a brief cooler spell. Quite a lot of dry and settled weather across the region. So let's take a look at Japan first off. High pressure in charge here. So the rain that we've had is clearing away towards the north and the east, and those temperatures will be on the rise. It's a warm day for Beijing at around 21 Celsius. Sunny spells continue down the east coast. Taiwan also above average, but there may be just 1 or 2 light showers. Lots of dry weather further south for Vietnam, Cambodia and into central Thailand as well. But a bit of rain on the way for Bangkok later on in the week. So this is how things are looking, warming up for Osaka again over the next few days, but some rain arriving by around about Friday. And there's the showery rain arriving in Bangkok for Wednesday and Thursday. There's been recent flooding across parts of Queensland, but the showers are now easing in intensity. Still a few tropical downpours around the coast of Queensland, down towards New South Wales as well, but nothing like that heavy rain that we've seen of late. Elsewhere across Australia, temperatures on the rise. Exmouth at 40 Celsius. It's looking hot for parts of Western Australia, right down towards South Australia and Victoria as well. Meanwhile, across the Tasman Sea, largely dry for New Zealand over the next few days, but you can see that rain working into Wellington by Thursday. Bye for now.